Philadelphia, PA. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's tight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe of focus. Maybe is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Call a no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Young here, you can see, changing the play. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Young to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. They'll run on first down. Spence, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And now an audible here into something else. Young will set to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff up the middle. Spence, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Eagle defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Up the middle they go. Spence. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Looking to throw, Young. They'll roll him out right. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Second and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Eagles. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a handoff up the middle. Spence. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Young. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can.
And got his man, complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Tyquan Thornton
with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Young. And that is incomplete here.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready, ready?
They'll set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Young now. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
4 sacks and a safety already. If you gave your coach those numbers in an entire game, he'd be ecstatic. Getting that type of production in less than a half of football, that goes beyond anything they expected coming in.
Fielded at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2nd and 1. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. On first down, Spence. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now here's Young. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To throw, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Young.
Left side to Lamb.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here is Young.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case,
and the defense loses him. It's complete. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slip becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 rebel, 18 rebel. Up. Come 19, come 19.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's now 23-14.
Makes the score Eagles 23, Cowboys 14. Harrison Butker set to
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the return will stop right around the 25. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. suspense. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Third down, Young from the gun.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he fires one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion left, that's Thornton.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, set, go.
Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Young to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
19 Lion. Lion. Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Tyquan Thornton,
35 yards.
and the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. And now here is another interception. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Spence, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Young to throw it. Fighting through pressure. Eluding the pressure right. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. Young will set to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Looking to throw, Young. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficient.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyquan Thornton. 56 yards.
And the Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. They'll play fake. Now Young. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Young. And my goodness, another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Coup for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to play. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Young working out of the gun. And now here is another interception. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Spence.
He'll get this up to about the 44. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Spence, and a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Young now. And And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on first down. Spence.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Young, he's going to change it up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
To throw, Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18, Warriors 70.
Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Philadelphia,
their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.